So my name is Alexis Iwasiw, and I have concerns about carbon capture and sequestration projects here in Texas. I have a background in chemistry, geology, petroleum engineering, as well as a decade of experience working in the oil and gas industry, including CCS projects. CCS has been promoted as a safe and proven technology while neglecting to mention the failures of terminated projects since 1996. I'm here to give you a current status update on those projects to demonstrate that CCS is not a proven technology, introduces unnecessary risks, and cannot progress without large government subsidies, all important context when approving final Class 6 permits as a climate solution. Both of Norway's deep sea projects had issues despite the research into the site and steadfast monitoring while injecting. Equinor's Sleipner's injected CO2 breached the cap rock within 3 years of operations and proceeded to enter a higher horizontal layer that wasn't predicted in the geologic model. And to this day, the horizontal extent of this plume remains unknown. Equinor is crowdsourcing for further analysis because the model requires multiple repeated seismic runs, which is financially draining. The Equinor Petoro Total Energies Snovit CCS geologic model estimated the formation's capacity to withstand injection for 18 years starting in 2008. And after 18 months of operations, the storage pressure rose to the point of geologic failure. After multiple re-drill attempts over the course of 8 years, their final injection well was drilled in 2016, where they still experienced safety-related shutdowns and operational challenges. This racked up an additional $400 million to the already $1.45 billion project, all this to cut Norway's annual CO2 emissions by only 2%. The first terminated CCS project was in Salah in Algeria, co-run by the Algerian government, BP, and Statoil. Injection began in 2003 when data immediately reflected massive pressures rising earlier than the geologic model predicted. The overpressurization lifted the Earth's surface 1 inch before fracturing and both the injection and sealing formations, allowing CO2 to migrate up and into unauthorized formations. They terminated the project in 2011, and it is unlikely the CO2 remained permanently stored in that project. The Australian Gorgon CCS project is co-operated by Chevron, Exxon, and Shell, starting in 2009. They ignored the Australian EPA's desire to terminate, took $60 million from taxpayers, and after 10 years of technical delays, the project actually began injecting CO2 in 2019. But the operational challenges continued: overpressurization in the reservoir, corroded surface equipment, and unpredicted sanding issues at the wellbore, resulting in lower CO2 capture rates and underperformance. Original project costs were expected to be $2.5 billion. These issues led the cost to rise to $37 billion in 2009 and $52 billion in 2012. It is significant that the major oil companies Chevron, Shell, Exxon, BP, Statoil, and Equinor continue to experience expensive and impactful operational challenges despite the amount of geologic modeling they believed they put into each project, resulting in capture rates dramatically less than predicted and millions of dollars wasted. So how can Texans trust any company to safely, effectively, and efficiently employ CCS as a climate strategy if these major global oil and gas leaders cannot? Thank you for your time.